Rey is such a badass character. And today I'm going to show you how to decorate your very own Rey action figure birthday cake. Let's get started. So today we're going to be creating two things for this cake. Rey's staff made out of pie crust and Luke Skywalker's lightsaber made out of candy melts. Now for these things you're going to be needing your Rey printout that you can find in the description box. So we're going to take our printout and we're just going to cut out both staffs and also the 3D pieces that you'll find on the side. So now I'm going to roll out some pre-made pie crust. I'm going to wet it with a little bit of egg whites and I'm just going to fold it over. Now this staff is going to be sticking out of our cake, so we want it to be a little bit thicker so it's less likely to break. Now I'm going to place our cutout on top and just use a knife to cut out the shape. I'm also going to cut out the 3D pieces on the same piece of pie crust. And using some more egg whites, I'm going to attach our 3D pieces to the top of our pie crust. Then I'm going to take the entire thing and place it onto a baking sheet that's been lined with parchment paper. Now I'm going to roll out our second pie crust and I'm going to cut out the smaller staff. You're going to need about 7 of these staffs. Now on the cutout for the larger staff, I'm going to cut off the top of it. And then I'm going to cut out about 7 of those. And you might have to re-roll your pie crust depending on how close you cut all the shapes. Now I'm going to give these a little bit of color. So I've got some black food coloring and I mix it with a little bit of water. Now with a paintbrush, I'm just going to paint this onto all of our pie crust. This has basically just become an art project. Now for the larger staff, you also want to make sure that you're getting the edges. And while it's wet, I'm just going to sprinkle on some clear sprinkles. Then I'm just going to repeat this process with the smaller pieces of pie crust. All of these pieces will go into the oven at 350 degrees for about 12 to 15 minutes. The larger one will take about 20 to 25 minutes. Now my pie crust has been cooling for about 10 minutes and I want to give it a little bit more depth. I've got some edible silver color mist. And I'm just gonna spray them lightly so that they're a bit silver, but also a lot of the black is still showing through. So now I'm gonna set these aside and we're gonna work with some candy melts. So I've got about half a cup of white candy melts and I'm just gonna give them a rough chop. You want small and big pieces because it'll add texture to your lightsaber. Set these aside. I've got a baking sheet and I'm gonna place in our long rectangle shape. Then I'm gonna place a piece of parchment paper on top of that. Now I've melted down some blue candy melts in the microwave and then placed them into a Ziploc bag. I cut off the tip of the bag and I'm just gonna pipe the candy melts onto our shape. Now I'm gonna pipe it a little bit more than halfway. I'm gonna take an offset spatula and I'm just gonna smear it onto the parchment paper until I have the right length for the lightsaber. While it's still wet, I'm gonna sprinkle on some of our white candy melts and I just wanna make sure that I'm not getting it on the edges. Now I'm just gonna take some sprinkles and just sprinkle them onto the white and the blue so it'll give this lightsaber a little bit of a shimmer. So I've let this set for about 10 minutes and now we're ready to cut it out. So I cut out my rectangle shape and I'm gonna place it on top and then take a knife and just cut off the edges just like that. Now I'm also going to be decorating this cake with some silver and some white gumballs, some white sixlets, and some silver hard candies. If you want an in-depth look at how I got my cake to this point, there is a video for you in the description box. Now once you're here, I'm going to take an entire package of graham crackers and I'm just going to crush them up. Rey comes from a desert planet and crushing up these graham crackers makes it look like sand. And once you've got them finely crushed, we're just going to cover our entire cake in it, making sure that we get all of the sides and the top. Now my cake has been sitting in my fridge for about a day, so all of the buttercream is solidified, which makes this process super easy. Alright, our cake is ready. Let's decorate. I love Rey. I love her staff. I love her 3 buns on the back of her head. Not only is she a great addition to Star Wars, but she's an awesome addition to the list of strong female characters that we've gotten lately. Katniss Everdeen, Furiosa, and now Rey Skywalker? Kenobi? What is her last name? What is her last name? Rey's got it all. I mean, she has BB-8, she's the captain of the Millennium Falcon, and I'm pretty sure she's gonna be a Jedi. She just like won the Star Wars lottery. Ta-da! And there you have it, your very own Rey action figure cake. Look at that. This staff is legit. The sand, it looks like sand. Everything is looking good. Oh, I can't wait to eat this cake and I can't wait to play with this toy. Now I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments what character you'd like me to cake next and I will see you guys very soon. Bye.